He needed to do more. Nice play right there. 1st and 10. Getting a good block inside from Dieter, the center. And that is dropped. And they're going for the often injured Devontae Parker with the coverage on the play by J.C. Jackson.
Well, coming off the play action, they're trying to push the ball up the field. Parker does an excellent job as he's doing that dig route to lose ground and come back to the ball. But doing an even better job was J.C. Jackson. He gets that left arm in there and knocks the ball away. Practice, and now they're finally getting a chance on the field.
2nd down 10. Tua ball tipped at the line. Flag thrown. The ball was tipped, though. We could clearly see it. It lost its flight, even though a flag was thrown in the secondary. And because it was tipped, the flag will be picked up.
Excellent job seeing that, Kevin. That was flipped, and J.C. Jackson got away with one because that ball was tipped. He had that right arm around the waist of Devontae Parker, but with that ball being tipped, you're right, Kevin. It'll come back.
And it looked like Kyle Van Noy, the former Dolphin.
I can preserve all 3 timeouts.
4 in the secondary. 2nd down and 5. And going to the end zone, he's got him. Oh, what a great defensive play by Jalen Mills. In his first year, the former Eagle coming up with a spectacular deflection.
It looked for sure like Albert Wilson was going to have a touchdown. Mills gets that left arm up and knocks it away at the last second.
You know, the best player on this defense, Stephon Gilmore, is out, the former Defensive Player of the Year on the physically unable to perform list for the first 6 weeks. Waddle in motion. He's been quiet second half. And Tua trying to get away. Got a block. Phillips was chasing. And it is almost picked off. It was! On the ricochet, pulled off by Jonathan Jones.
And it was the pressure put on by Judon and Adrian Phillips. Adrian Phillips gets in the backfield, and Tua does a good job of avoiding him. Watch as he spins out of it, but watch Judon finish it off. Forcing that errant throw into coverage.
Boy, a couple Dolphins just about had it, Wilson and Gesicki, but it ends up in the hands of Jones of New England. Carries and 45 yards to be exact. 2nd down 2. Blocks both ways. Here comes Wilson, deflected. It's reeled in and intercepted on the play by Adrian. Let's see. Caught on the play by J.C. Jackson, who makes another interception. He was number 2 last season in the NFL with picks. On the ricochet, he picks off Wilson. And the Patriots will start this possession on the turnover at the 35 of New York.
Watch the delayed blitz here by the middle linebacker, or who's lined up as middle linebacker. He tries to step into it, throwing it at the back shoulder. J.C. Jackson, this was going to be a matchup that we wanted to keep an eye on all day. J.C. Jackson, we feel, is going to follow Corey Davis everywhere he goes on the field when they're in man-to-man coverage.
North Carolina, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson. Intercepted, picked off by Adrian Phillips. He almost had one in the previous series. This goes through the hands of a leaping Corey Davis. 2 possessions, 2 Jet turnovers.
Well, and this is just a matter of Wilson trying to be too aggressive to convert a long one. So you want to be aggressive here, but not too aggressive.
Johnson the back, 3rd down and 4. Good time inside. Wilson intercepted, 3rd of the day. Picked off at the 14-yard line. The 2nd today for J.C. Jackson.
And don't be too aggressive, and tries pushing it up the field for a jump ball.
Ty Johnson the back, 3rd down and 3 up the middle. They come, deflected, and Bentley is the one to swat the pass away. 4th down. And here comes the New York Jet punting unit. Bentley with a nice play outside.
Bentley's the one that gets his hand on the ball and
into the nickel. 2nd and 28. They need the 48 of the Patriots. Good time and downfield and intercepted. Picked off by Devin McCourty. 4th interception thrown by the rookie quarterback. He got a block by Duggar, and he takes it inside the Jet 35. 23-yard return.
I can't even explain who he was throwing this to. The pressure was coming after him, so he was drifting back. There were 2 receivers in the area, but 4 defenders in the area. Moore is only 5'10", so it's not like he's going to win a jump ball battle.
Start of the game. Wilson knocked away beautiful. What great defense on that one. Jones again for Berrios on the pass, and on downs it goes to New England. Patriots have gotten 2 rushing touchdowns, 4 interceptions. A complete effort this afternoon in the Meadowlands.
Up tempo.
3rd and 2. Tucker with a block, and there's a long pass and a nice knuckle-away in the play by Jawan Williams. Played that well. They were zeroing in on Elijah Moore. 4th and 2.
Watch Williams as the ball's in the air. We catch it a little bit late there. Watch Williams. He was running with Moore. When Moore looked back for the ball, that's when Williams turned his head around. Watch at the last second. All of a sudden, Moore makes an adjustment because he sees the ball.
Winston, another bullet into traffic. Adam Troutman nearly had to pin that to his back, and it almost ended up in the hands of Adrian Phillips.
Yeah,
more of a dangerous throw there.
Yeah, that's where you want to get off. You've got Taysom Hill in the flat running right here wide open, and you're going to throw it right where everybody is. I mean, that's throwing it into a team meeting. Okay, it's a Patriot team meeting, unfortunately. Like that's one, and those are the decisions that you make split second for Jameis that he.
Good protection. Fires incomplete. And Mike Evans is there. J.C. Jackson wanted offensive interference. 2nd and 10.
These two have been matched up all night long. J.C. Jackson on Mike Evans. And let's take a look. From here, it did look like Evans was trying to break it up and pull Jackson away from that ball. Take a look. Boy.
Could have called. Brady fires. It's tipped, then incomplete. That Patriot defense rises to the occasion again. Wise with the tip. 4th down.
Probably their best overall defensive player. He's never going to have the statistics. He's never going to have the sacks. But that guy right there, Dietrich Wise, makes so many plays for this defense, and this one was huge. The great underestimated part of this game and this matchup.
Mills on a slant, incomplete, and no flag. J.C. Jackson had the coverage on Brandon Cooks. And this will be the first time that the punter Cameron Johnston comes out for Houston.
Great job by J.C. Jackson in not getting moved off his spot. That time Brandon Cooks, a little hesitation, a little wiggle, but he didn't move him enough to the outside.
Beating them on that Thursday night opener. Here's 3rd and 9. Pass to the end zone, and it's intercepted. Off the rebound, Duggar decides to run it out. He's got room to the 26.
Well, right there, a little too aggressive. 3rd and long. They're not there that often, Jim. And it's tipped by Bethel.
It's really Bethel who makes the play, Tony. You're right.
Ball just a little behind, and the Patriots get the ball back. No, you can't. And here's the interception before. So you see Wilson. It's 3rd down. They double team Schultz because the numbers tell you they throw it him. Just throw this up the field. Dak actually just throws it behind him and allows Bethel to get in there. But a little Zeke's up top. You got 2-on-2, all-out pressure. You got to get rid of the ball right away, Dak.
3rd and 11. Gets it rid of it, and this time Wilson. Oh, it comes out. They rule it incomplete. That's Jones who returns to the battlefield and knocks it loose.
What a throw, and should have been a catch. Barely misses. Patriots thought they got a jump, so they stand there and start jumping around, but this is a perfectly thrown ball, and it just comes out. That's great technique, like you said, by Jones. Right at the end, they teach that so well, the arm bar in there and then rip it out.
Well, that's exactly what he did. He just ripped it out.
Go, but the safety's going to come out of your screen and possibly help.
On the middle, and it's broken up by J.C. Jackson as Lamb was unable to grab hold of it, make a clean catch.
We talked about it, right? Teased it. They're going to come after you. They do. And you see the receiver lets him go inside because the safety up top is coming in. And that ball is right on the inside. But perfect technique. And then bring some guys from inside.
Flags are down. Cowboys were not set as the pass is knocked down by Cooper, as though he's just trying to prevent the INT for Jackson.
Well, this is...
We got Judon down as the defensive lineup continues to get altered by injury.
Well, two people are moving, so you probably decline this.
Illegal motion, number 21, offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
They're going to decline it, and they're going to set up a field goal try here for Zerline.
Watch this right here. The motion's going to happen. Zeke's going to step up, and you're going to motion. But the problem is Zeke has to get up to block someone. You can't have two guys. Now pause. Right here, you see Dak throwing this. He wanted to throw inside, but by the time... Screen him here would be awesome.
Going long instead for Cooper. Oh, and it's tipped at the last moment by Jackson. 3rd and 12.
Just a great job by Jackson, one-on-one. Put a lot of guys up in the line of scrimmage. He's one-on-one out there, and he does an outstanding job of using the sideline as his, helper. Almost goes up and gets it. Oh, 3rd down. What do you do, Jim?
Now with 40 seconds and running. Ball was tipped, and that meant Wilson had to wait for it. Incomplete, stops the clock at 38.
That's what I was wondering, too.
White, too high and nearly intercepted. Looked like it bounced, but for now, they have not blown the whistle for Kyle Duggar. If it stands, it would be his 2nd interception as a late flag comes in.
Yeah, I think it's a great play. As I looked at the replays, it appeared the ball remained off of the ground by about an inch, and I think it's a good ruling of an interception.
All right, Gene, thank you very much. After Nelson Aguilar picks up 26 yards on 1st down, another look at the interception by Duggar. And it's an INT for the 2nd straight week for Kyle Duggar.
And he does a great job in kind of re-gripping the ball because the ball is starting to move.
Up of their 1st-round pick out of USC. White looking deep into double coverage and incomplete. Intended for Denzel Mims. Joanne Williams on the coverage for New England. And it was Christian Barmore in the backfield applying the pressure on White.
At the tail end of this incomplete pass, you see the potential that Denzel Mims had. That ability.
White, and it's intercepted along the sideline. J.C. Jackson. He has 3 interceptions this year, and all 3 have come against the Jets.
Such good coverage because what you're doing, you're right on the shoulder of that wide receiver. You know the down and distance just as well as he did. Elijah Moore does a great job in pushing up the field past the down and distance. And when he starts his comeback, J.C. Jackson comes back even quicker, but it's still all gas, no brakes.
Cole not able to hang on. Well, James, first and foremost, going to 3rd down and 4. White and Moore could not hold on. You could hear the footsteps of Joanne Williams.
Well, ball thrown a slightly bit behind him, and then Moore trying to run before the catch. You can see those eyes transferring to the defender who's...
White's pass is batted down. It was Dietrich Wise going up high to knock that one down, and the Jets fail to convert on 4th down.
You think you've got an open crossing route, but what do defensive linemen do? Get your hands up, and that's the end of that drive for the New York Jets.
On 2nd and 8, White's pass is batted down. Kyle Van Noy got a hand on that one.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks reading the defense. Well, defensive linemen can read the pass set of an offensive lineman. They know when that ball is going to come out quickly.
It's 40 catches now for Allen under Brandon Staley. The throw is broken up. Herbert tried to squeeze it in there with Allen matched up against Jalen Mills. The in the way it comes off the fingertips. Herbert. Now that one is batted down. Dietrich Wise is 6'5".
And I bet he elevated a little bit too to help that 6'5" out. See him? Now he goes up in the air, and look at that. So well taught. He did it.
Herbert on first down. Knocked down once again. This time it's Van Noy. Yeah, it's always interesting with this New England roster. Guys that leave and come back. You can come home again if you know the system and you understand what it's all about. And sets up a 3rd and 6 here for LA. Herbert throws it on time, but lost at the end of the play by Mike Williams. Devin McCourty with a hit. They're going to whistle it incomplete. Miles Bryant was looking to run with a football.
It's 4th down.
Watch at the end, because there's McCourty 32. That should be a completed pass, but he never gives up on the play. Not only does he go for the tackle, watch him go for the strip. Watch the right arm of McCourty 32. Punches right through it. You guys figure it out.
Where do you speak with the officials? At the airport?
It's at the airport.
Yep.
Typically on the way out.
It's a good time to do it. Herbert slings it off the tip. It's intercepted. Picked off. Adrian Phillips with the INT. And New England will have a chance to put points on the board. Eckler, the intended target.
And he is a tremendous running back out of the backfield, catching the football. Watch number 30 circling from your left into the middle of the field. Herbert puts it right on him. Eckler right through his hands. And what reactions there. Nice job by Adrian Phillips, the former Charger, who catches it on the tip and is able to bring the ball back. First down for New England. And Adrian Phillips, still about expanding your game. He was a special teams Pro Bowler at halftime.
New look at running back Larry Roundtree III. Deep drop. Herbert. Home run ball. Incomplete. 2 defenders there to greet Keenan Allen. And they snuff it out with Jackson and McCourty.
And I think that Justin Herbert thought it was one-on-one downfield, but number 27, J.C. Jackson, read the...
And by himself on that side. Under a minute to go in the 3rd. Tight window. Incomplete. Keenan Allen. Bryant and Adrian Phillips. They come together to shrink the space.
So New England with a 3-man rush there said, okay, we may not get there, but we're counting on our second.
I think Coach Novak knew what he was doing. 3rd down and 9. Herbert. Intercepted. Picked off. Phillips running down the sideline, and he's in. Touchdown, New England. Adrian Phillips burns his former team, and he puts the Patriots in front.
And we've seen on back-to-back throws something you don't see very often, which is Justin Herbert being this inaccurate. In fact, Bill Belichick told us himself, one thing about Justin Herbert is he doesn't put the ball for grabs very often, right? He's a very accurate thrower. Back-to-back throws, he was...
Darn to throw. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. Like Kyle Van Noy got a hand up.
Yeah, good look from the Patriots defense. They disguise and put the linebackers at the line of scrimmage and then wrap Van Noy around the edge. And it looked like Darnold had an open player that he was trying to get the ball to, but a nice heads-up play by Van Noy. The Patriots are able to get off the field.
Stepping up, got it tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. Christian Barmore got a hand up. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
And he might have had it too, because McCaffrey, this is what I was talking about, maybe take a shot. And it looked like McCaffrey had some position out there. And they had a chance. That's the matchup you want. Yep, it was right there. But again, just a terrific play up front to get your hands up, because that was a for sure touchdown for the Panthers.
3rd and very long. Darnold running out of time. Looking, throwing, sideline, and it is incomplete. Intended for Chuba Hubbard.
Well, you've got to really credit New England's defense, because when it comes to the passing game, they just haven't given up anything to the Panthers. And even when they've tried to get Darnold out of the pocket on those quarterback bootlegs to try and get something going, it's been pressure in his face every single time, but there is nobody open downfield.
You see Darnold's numbers there. Darnold with the key, rolling, throwing it, overthrown, it's intercepted, picked off, and look out, this is Justin Bethel. Can they catch him from behind? They will not. Touchdown, New England. Yards.
Well, just a bad play, and Darnold's trying to make something happen. He's trying to get that ball to his running back Abdullah, and Jackson for his 4th interception of the season. He's just going to walk in the end zone. Not even Robbie Anderson can catch him. But, you know, those are the plays that I think Matt Rule is trying to get away from last year. And so you've got to find a way to get into their hands.
Darnold had it batted down. We've kind of seen that. Christian Barmore got a hand up to knock it down. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, Barmore has had one heck of a game, and you talk about rookies, the 2nd rounder out of Alabama.
And now it's a 3rd and 13. And that pass is Jamie Collins, and Collins with the pick. This has just become a comedy of errors.
Right. You're right. Once again. Watch Collins in the middle. You just don't see this very often. Don't just bat it down. Just go up there and grab the football.
2nd and 6. Darnold throwing, end zone. It is intercepted by J.C. Jackson.
This is just simply gorgeous coverage by J.C. Jackson. Pressed up man on the slot. He's going to play it. He's going to keep his leverage, turn, locate the football, and just go up and get it. Look at Jackson in the slot. You can't play that any better. And, you know, if you're Darnold, you've got to throw that ball to the pylon. And if Moore can't catch it, nobody can catch it. Best thing you do as an offense, the passing game, is throw that go ball.
Darnold escapes, looking, throwing, and it is incomplete. On the far side of the field, out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. DJ Moore, the intended receiver, and broken up by Jalen Mills. So the ball goes over to the New England Patriots with 3:29 to play here.
Let's play the drive. Johnson to the backfield. Fake it. Boot. Mayfield. Ball was dropped. Njoku had it on his hands. Incomplete.
Brad Freeman, the back judge, was all over the play, saw it the whole way. As you see, Njoku break into the end zone wide open. Does he have it long enough? Adrian Phillips popping it out of his hand. When Njoku caught the ball, he didn't grasp it and just bring it to his body forcefully. That allowed Adrian Phillips to get in there. Watch the left hand.
3rd and goal, opening drive for Cleveland. Mayfield looking. Mayfield nearly intercepted. Devin McCourty had a shot at it, And it's 4th down for Cleveland.
And this is good defense by New England because they forced Baker Mayfield to go to his 3rd read. He was coming out on a sprint play to his left, and he had 2 receivers breaking to the outside of the end zone. When they weren't open, he came back to the cutter across the middle, and Devin McCourty held position perfectly, read the eyes of Mayfield, and almost came up with a drive-ending interception.
Really appreciate it. Thank you much for your service.
Thank you, Evan.
I'm back to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, what a special ceremony that was. Intercepted. Mayfield has it picked off by Kyle Duggar. And the Patriots continue to produce on the defensive side of the ball.
Fourteenth interception of the season. Kyle Duggar in the short zone. And look how he got his head back around. See how he was watching David Njoku, number 85, in the route? And then he got his head back towards the quarterback to see the ball coming and able to make a play on it. That's double coverage Baker Mayfield essentially was throwing into. And Kyle Duggar takes full advantage and takes it the other way.
They stack him to one side. Mayfield on 3rd down. Deep shot downfield, nearly picked off. It would have been J.C. Jackson's 6th of the year. And the rookie from Auburn, Schwartz, the intended receiver.
And these Patriots love to play man-to-man defense, and they locked down on this one. Second time on this drive, they tested J.C. Jackson. Fortunately, that ball wasn't picked off. He ran the route better than the rookie out of Auburn, Anthony Schwartz, and was in position to take that one the other way. 6 for 6 on that last drive. Yes. He knows how to get himself back right when necessary.
Long ball broken up. He was trying to hit Rashard Higgins, 2 defenders back there, including...
Looks like Adrian Phillips, 21. Ball's right on target, but because you're getting all that extra pressure, J.C. Jackson there, that's hard to get your arms. See, he couldn't get his arms up through the thicket of arms that the Patriots put in there. See, right there, Phillips has an arm in there on Higgins.
Ryan throws, and the pass for Pitts is broken up. And the play made by Duggar, who's becoming better and better. And a real force at safety for Bill Belichick. It's 4th down.
Pretty good release there by Kyle Pitts initially, but the ball just a little bit behind as Ryan's trying to fit it in that window, and Duggar's able to make up a little bit of ground there and plays the ball exceptionally well. New England likes this.
Another find by Bill Belichick. Good protection here, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Tajay Sharp, and McCourty knocked it down.
Well, we showed Matthew Judon earlier what he did in the run game, and now he draws a lot of attention. Keith Smith, he comes over, and you see they've got the tight end, Lee Smith. He's also over there, and that's what happens when you've been able to pile up 9.5 sacks, 4th best in the NFL. Good coverage, though, on the back end. One of the real strengths of this New England defense. Period that can run with that.
This one is floated for Pitts and picked off. Intercepted by Devin McCourty. As Ryan has to peel himself off the turf again. The throw too far in the 2nd of the year for Devin McCourty. Hit after hit after hit. And now a pick for the 34-year-old safety.
There's Pitts right in the slot. They're really not doing much with him right now.
This one is too high and picked off. Back the other way, and they're going to mark out of bounds J.C. Jackson, but it is New England's ball. With Zacchaeus tipping it, J.C. Jackson gets number 6 on the year.
That ball just gets away from Matt Ryan, but what a great job. I mean, we talked about there's where he went out of bounds. We talked about all the interceptions that he's had since he came into the league, and you know there are guys who just have a knack, and the ball finds them, and J.C. Jackson being one of those guys.
Going to come back and play. They've got a date at Seattle coming up, and this is a pick by Kyle Van Noy. Throw it right to him, and Van Noy is in for the touchdown. What a night for this Patriots defense.
I'm not making excuses for Josh Rosen, but I think the left tackle, Jake Matthews, as he's getting pushed inside, I think it blocked Rosen's view somewhat of where Kyle Van Noy was. So Van Noy's going to drop out, but you see Matthews here as he slides over, and Rosen just doesn't pick him up. He loses sight of him, and I'm not sure he was looking for him to begin with at the snap, but...
Felipe Franks throws, and this one is picked off. Step right up. Felipe Franks throws a pick. Ryan with 2, Rosen with 1, and Felipe Franks throws the first pass of the season for the rookie, and it's intercepted by Adrian Phillips.
Has an expression ever said more than Arthur Smith's?
No. I mean, almost literally, other than the defense kind of hanging in there, really nothing has gone right for the Falcons in this game.
Yeah, well, now it is over.
Shotgun. Tannehill knocked down. He was trying to hit Rodgers on a quickie. Kyle Van Noy among those there. Devon Gottschall has been outstanding for New England this season defensively. It's now 2nd and 10.
Got his first sack as a Patriot last week against Atlanta, and Van Noy 53, as you noted, in the passing lane as he tried to get to Chester. Get something and get a little more space, and then challenge him then.
2nd and 3. Tannehill nearly picked off. Van Noy got his paw on it.
And plays like that may change your thinking.
Dietrich Wise with the heat on Tannehill.
And I think Tannehill's been very good throughout this first half, not having the normal guys that he needs. I thought he's played very, very well, but Wise applying the pressure, as you noted, from the backside. And Van Noy, the second time this game, he's out there feeling it, right? No box for him.
He's also a former Titan. Tannehill has his pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Dietrich Wise Jr. 2nd and 10.
I think this is a series where if you're the New England Patriots, with them backed up like this.
For Tennessee, under 7 minutes to go in the third. Tannehill, clean pocket, throws, knocked away. Hollister, the intended receiver, play made by Jalen Mills, and it's 4th down.
Really good play by Mills because the ball was on the inside hip of the receiver, not to the outside. And Mills able to get into the framework of Hollister and knock it away. He might have still had a chance, but if that ball's thrown a little bit more outside, Hollister has a better chance for it. But see how it's thrown inside? That brings Mills into the play.
Tannehill under center, now working out of the gun. Tannehill on the move, throws, end zone, incomplete. It bounced off of Michael Pruitt. 3rd and goal.
It's excellent coverage by Kyle Van Noy, 53. He doesn't see the ball coming, but he reads the eyes and the hands of the receiver. Watch how his helmet is turned, but he sees Pruitt go for the football, and he put his hands where Pruitt's hands were and helped knock the ball away.
Fake the handoff. Tannehill looking, guns it, deflected and intercepted in the end zone. J.C. Jackson is Mr. Pick. The tip by McCourty, and Jackson has got his 7th of the season. New England creates turnovers, and they do it over and over again. Find undrafted corners that make big plays.
And what happens here is Devin McCourty, who was a first-round draft pick, number 32, he sat in the middle, felt the crosser, and saw the eyes of Tannehill. So he stays planted in the middle, doesn't get moved out of that spot, get it back.
So back it up to the 21. Tannehill zips it downfield, and it's nearly intercepted by Mills. Tannehill started the day 8 of 8. Since that point, he is 3 of 13. The clock. 4th and 14. Tannehill It bounces in the direction of Westbrook Akina. And Dietrich Wise Jr. may have gotten a little piece of it on the release. New England takes over.
Right there.
They had three guys running deep because if Joff wasn't comfortable.
Just got that one away too. Here's Allen on the run and throwing, and it is dropped. Knox came back for the ball, and Adrian Phillips able to break it up. But that was in Knox's hands. 4th down.
We talked about Adrian Phillips making plays in this game, and Dawson Knox, you had an opportunity here, but Phillips just gets his hand in at the last minute.
Adrian Phillips has a tough assignment. Look, Dawson Knox is one of the most productive tight ends in the NFL as far as catching touchdowns. No Kyle Duggar tonight. He would typically be in that role, matched up against good receiving tight ends.
Out of the 2-minute warning. Here's Allen to throw, batted up in the air. Judon able to get the pressure. You saw Allen picking himself up, and that obviously stops the clock. 1:56 left. New England's going to get the football with 2 timeouts going with the wind.
That's a big hit from Judon, and you could argue he brings his weight down on top of the quarterback even. Those get called sometimes, but that hit right there, Josh Allen will feel for the next 2 or 3 days.
3rd down and 5. Out to the right, nearly picked off. J.C. Jackson able to knock it away. 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, trailing only Trayvon Diggs, who has 9. Jackson remains stuck on 7.
JC read this like a book, Steve. Just watch him here. He's anticipating. You see the head get around in the transition in the close. Man, that was almost a pick 6. That's as good as you can play it.
But Lewis, if you're a DB, you know they're not going deep
right on the field.
And here he comes. Allen nearly ran into him. Allen able to keep the play alive, and it is Knox who couldn't bring it in. Adrian Phillips had the coverage. Knox got his hands on the ball, and it's 4th down.
Adrian Phillips has made 2 unbelievable plays in this game. We saw him earlier at the last minute punch a ball away to guard Dawson Knox this long. There he is in the back of the end zone, and at the last minute to get a hand on it's unbelievable play by him.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning. See if they go after Sean Davis. Just elevated today. Here's Allen. Straight drop. Allen throwing, and it's knocked away. Miles Bryant able to knock the pass away, incomplete. McCourty came on the blitz, brought the pressure. They turn it over on downs, and Buffalo can only stop the clock 1 time.
This is a tremendously instinctive play by Miles Bryant. Just watch, he has Cole Beasley man-to-man, and then watch, once he sees the ball declared, just watch him come off of his coverage and get the pass down. Look, those are the kind of things, ball awareness, route awareness, playing with good eyes and anticipation. That's the kind of thing that makes Bill Belichick happy.
On the give. Actually, it's a fake, and now an incompletion. A little hot for Pittman. Jackson was there, may have gotten a hand on it. Fake pitch to Taylor. Wentz rolling, looking, firing. That was nearly intercepted by J.C. Jackson, who is one of the best ball hawks in the league. He's got 7 picks on the year, and he almost had 8.
Trayvon Diggs in Dallas, he gets a lot of credit. He gets a lot of notoriety. J.C. Jackson is as good, if not better, than any corner in the entire National Football League. It's not often that he gets his hands on the ball and doesn't come down with it. I thought Carson Wentz got a little greedy there. I think on that he has a guy right in front of him. Zach Pascal's wide open in the flat. Just give him the ball. He got greedy. He went to the 2nd level.
Fake to Taylor. Wentz over the middle. Pittman, it's knocked away. J.C. Jackson, outstanding play. So what was that on 4th down, Greg?
They're just going to run a slight little roll out to the right. They bring Hunter Henry over. He's going to delay. He's the first read. He's just got to get his eyes around. Look, he's trying to throw him the ball. He doesn't look until it's too late. He tries to come off and throw it over the top to the deep.
That's Hines in motion, number 21 for him. On first down, little rollout. Wentz taps it, throws, and that was nearly intercepted. Jamie Collins had his hands on it. And by the way, speaking of Jamie Collins, he's playing a lot more today. Juwan Bentley has been ruled out, Christina Pink tells us, so that's obviously a big loss. Got hurt in the first half.
And that's a pick six. These are just, we've seen such uncharacteristic.
That one goes for 20 yards. Here's Wentz. Pressure, tip, and it's intercepted! The Patriots get the turnover with Devin McCourty. The last thing the Colts could have had right there. Comfortably in front, and now New England has some life. Wentz with the mistake. Did Collins get a hand on it? He did. McCourty picks it off, and New England has it back.
Across, we're going to try to clear out this zone. It's just a little token play action. Now, there's no one there. This window is where he's trying to throw it. Jamie Collins is dead in front of his face. Just throw it out of bounds. It's 1st and 10. They don't fall for the bootleg play action type. It's first down. Live to play another down. Throw that ball out of bounds into the bleachers, and it's
on key downs, especially 3rd down.
Singletary in the backfield. Allen out of the pocket. Tosses to the sideline and brought in by Diggs. J.C. Jackson, and it's a drop.
It's an incomplete pass. 2nd down.
So Stephon Diggs could not haul it in cleanly. Had it there. Jackson with a pop. And the ball knocked loose. He was bobbling.
Started the game at right guard.
Allen throws. Incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders thought he was held, and a flag comes down. Patriots are claiming the ball was tipped, so anything goes.
Remember the playoffs last year when it was supposed to be a run play and it turned into a pass? The Josh Allen to Dawson Knox for a touchdown against Indianapolis. This was supposed to be a quarterback draw. He sees Sanders come free. Ball is tipped. See how it gets altered right there? So they may be picking up that flag. Josh Allen trying to run the quarterback draw, thought he had the pass.
There's no foul on the play for pass interference as the ball was tipped. Moving on the field is an incomplete pass, 4th down.
So Adrian Phillips got a piece of it. Fake it. Allen, the toss, knocked around, incomplete. He tried to laser beam it into Dawson Knox. And now it's 4th down for Buffalo. Devin McCourty in position.
See, Knox trying to work against the traffic, work against the wash, and the ball's on the inside part of his hip, inside part of his body, and he's moving to his left. Ball's back on the right, and McCourty free.
Singletary returns for Buffalo, 2nd and 14. Allen hit as he throws, and that ball bounced on the ground as Judon finally put the pressure on the quarterback. Patriots are claiming, hey, that's a fumble.
And that's how the officials played it out. Now they'll discuss it. Was his arm moving forward, or did Judon knock that one free?
Called a fumble on the field, and this is immense.
After discussion, the movement on the field is an incomplete pass. 3rd down.
And I think they got that right. Looking at it there on the replay, Matthew Judon retracing, but look at the arms coming forward, and he is throwing the football. It's a good job by the officials to get that one correct.
Operator, please reset the game clock to 9 minutes and 12 seconds.
Judon got to him on the 2nd move. Wasn't the first one, got there, but I think they got that one right.
And on that live field, this
down. Lawrence play fake. Trying to buy time, pressure coming, throws, and nearly intercepted. Juwan Bentley had his hands on it, but could not squeeze it. Dietrich Wise was applying the pressure, and Bentley nearly had his 2nd career interception.
But in the meeting room, Kyle Duggar will tell you, I would have caught that if you hadn't tipped it and knocked it away from me. So,
play action here. Lawrence too high and intercepted. Miles Bryant on the return. Down the sideline, cuts it back and spun down. 2nd career interception for Miles Bryant. 15th INT this season by Trevor Lawrence, and the Patriots with a turnover. 2nd down and 6. Lawrence intercepted. J.C. Jackson with his 8th of the year. And that's a big one in the Patriots' history books. Tied for the most in the first 4 years of any NFL player, along with Lester Hayes and Everson Walls. Jackson having a monster season. Haven't seen him much, but he's out there today. 3rd and 14. Lawrence fires, intercepted! And it's Duggar! Out of bounds at the 1! Third interception today thrown by Trevor Lawrence.
Sometimes playing quarterback, there's a steep learning curve no matter how good you are or where you were drafted. If you stare down your receiver in zone coverage on 3rd and extra long, the defensive backs are going to be able to break on the ball, undercut your receiver, and they'll be headed in the opposite direction with the football.
Almost got in, but instead out of bounds at the 1, the 4th interception.
Who can get that out of his teammates, maybe he can get that out of a whole team.
Lawrence's pass is incomplete. Chenault could not hold on. Jalen Mills had the coverage. And it's 4th down. But James, you look at this job for Jacksonville. They've got Trevor Lawrence. They've got a lot of cap space. They have a lot of draft picks. They have an owner, 183 pass attempts in a row without a touchdown. And that one is incomplete.
3rd and 7. Judon coming off the corner. That pass batted down. What a play by J.C. Jackson, and what a matchup there against Parker, showing you why he is one of the elite corners in the sport.
J.C. Jackson is such a good cornerback because he does everything well. You talk about Diggs down in Dallas and the interceptions that he has, but J.C. Jackson over the last 2 years is 2nd in the NFL in passer rating, 46.3 against him in coverage, and 1st in the NFL, 3 yards on the ground today.
On 2nd and 7, Tagovailoa the fake. And incomplete over the middle. Intended for Gesicki, and it was Phillips right on cue on the coverage. That's the versatility, Jay, that they get with Phillips.
Tagovailoa is just reading this defense, and he pulls the ball back because he sees he's going to have the glance route inside. Pretty good defense there by Phillips.
Spiriting because of the way New England manhandled them. Play action. Allen knocked down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. So that 2nd game, you and I were there in Foxborough. We asked Josh Allen about it. He said there was so much going on emotionally